Yeah, early in the morning. Well, early for me. It's 20 to um, it's 20 to 11. I have just been the victim of a robbery. Well, not a robbery, a burglary, because he never actually took anything by force. But he didn't take anything. I was actually in bed asleep. There's so much going on in the world. I know that my little instance has been is nothing in comparison. But I figured it might help me move past it. It's only been an hour since, so I figured I'll talk about it and see what you guys think. Apart my rough appearance, my cat allergies are acting up, and it's a little early in the morning, not quite fresh. Um, you know, dealing with police. I'm still waiting for, I don't want to call it forensics, but the the finger dusters, they're coming out to take prints. Although I was told that it doesn't look good as far as prints go because the house is 100 years old and the doorknobs are old. uh, the metal that is not conducive to fingerprints. So and then I touched the deadbolt lock to relock the door, and if he had touched that, then uh, within the fingerprints are lost. I guess that's what they're. But they're coming out anyways. They're gonna look at the windowsill because they can't. The guy came in through a window. Okay. Um, give you an idea of my house. It's a double, what they call a double or a duplex. There's an apartment upstairs, and then there's my apartment on the ground level. And it's not quite ground level. The windows are at least 7.5 feet up from the ground. The bottom of the window. It's not low. So, my old roommate used to come in and out of the back bedroom window when he was trying to avoid me. So I always knew that was kind of a weak area in the house. And I figured this winter I had pretty much closed off that room. There's a 6.5 foot cat tree in front of the window. I figured whoever's gonna try and break in, if someone tries to break in, is just gonna be, facing all these obstacles. Why would they bother? Um, but this morning, um, the doorbell rang at 9:25, and I was in bed, just sleeping, and the thought in my mind is, who in the hell is ringing my doorbell at 9:30 in the morning? I'm not getting any deliveries. I'm not expecting people, you know. So I don't answer the door. I don't even go to see, I don't. This is my habit. I don't answer the phone if it says unknown name, unknown number. I don't answer the door if I don't know who's supposed to be there. The doorbell rang a second time. I ignored it, and I laid there and I waited. Normally, if it's UPS or FedEx, you can hear the truck pull up, shut off, or if they're leaving, you hear them get in, and you hear the truck start up, and you hear them drive away. Well, it didn't do that. There was no indication of a vehicle out front of the house. So I waited, listening, and I heard something in the back of the house. and it sounded kind of odd. It sounded like someone was wrestling with something in the back. And, at one point, it entered my head that someone was trying to break in the house. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to well, I just fly out of the bed and I'm like putting my pants on, putting my shirt on, and I'm standing in the hall because there's a hall that joins the two bedrooms and there's a bathroom in the middle. And I'm standing there listening to this person make their way into the back bedroom. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, it's kind of always been a question of mine is what would I do if in that instance, what do I do? And I have to say that I guess I'm more of a fight instead of flight. You know, I'm thinking to myself, this guy is not going to get my stuff. I can't imagine his reaction when he opens the door and he sees me standing there saying, "What the hell are you doing?" And when that happened, he's like, "Is Roger here?" And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about, Roger? You just broke into my house." He's like, "No, I didn't. I came in through the back door." And I'm like, "You're full of shit." And as we're having this bizarre conversation, I'm essentially walking him out. I'm like, in my opinion, I'm in my head. I'm like, the next thought is, okay, you're not going to attack me. Get the hell out of my house. And I didn't think about calling the police. I don't know why. It was just, I guess being in a metropolitan area, I guess their response time, in my opinion, would be lag. Sorry, it's not. It lacks. I didn't think they would be here in a timely fashion to catch him, and I didn't think to see which direction he was going because we're at the back of the house. I did look to see his bike. He had a bike. He had a spare tire, and I was just thinking to myself, what the hell is just happening? And it took me maybe about 5 minutes after the whole ordeal to decide to call the cops. It's like, well, do I file a burglary report? Or, the guy's gone. The chances of fingerprints are nil. He didn't steal anything. What can we do except file a report? And that's what I did. 911 was very pleasant. The lady, the dispatcher, very well, she's not the receiver. Making sure I felt okay, whether or not to stay on the line till the police showed up. She said they were on their way, and she took down all the information, the guy's description, and the cops when they showed up rather quick after the phone call. I'd say they were here 5 minutes after I made the call, and so now I'm thinking I should have called when I was laying there in bed, or right after laying in bed, knowing that I'm being burglared. It's just unreal. So now I'm waiting for fingerprint people. Not that it's gonna matter. It's just All the whole time he's walking out there. He's like, I was told this is Roger's house. Roger just moved here. Roger this, Roger that. And I kept saying, dude, you're in the wrong house if that's the case. You're plainly in the wrong house. You came in through the window. And then he tried to justify his not being a burglar because he's not running away. And I'm kind of like, well, of course you're not running away, dipshit. I can see you. You know, it's pointless to run away now. You've been caught walking through my bedroom door. Where are you going to run to? It's just unbelievable. I'm kind of glad I'm home. Normally, what's today? Monday. Well, I'm on spring break, and at 9:30, I usually leave to go to class. I'm usually gone by 9:30, and because I have a class at 9:45. I wonder if he'd been checking this out, but I've never seen him before on the street, so it's kind of odd. I definitely got to do something about that back window. Because it's probably it is the weakest spot in the house. Well, the bathroom window doesn't lock either. God, it's an eye opener for one. When you never think it's going to happen to you. I've been living here 4 years. Like, it's not going to happen to me. Never going to happen to me. Thank God for spring break. That guy had been really intent on breaking in, or not intent. Obviously, he's really intent on breaking in, but come on. Ringing the doorbell, that's all you're going to do to verify if someone's home or not? And look in the garage, maybe, you know? Although my car is black, you probably wouldn't see it. I don't know. No, you'd see my car in the garage. Look right in the window, you could see if there's a car or not. Not that I'm trying to give him tips, but I wish I had a taser. Tase his ass, and then call the cops. And then I'd taser. I think that's what my next step is. mm, Crazy. Well, oh shit, I'm going over. Well, not really over, but all right. Anyhow, that's it. That's my thoughts.